to move on. And if you may be asking, Irene, why you're sitting on the floor with your gigantic suitcases, and there's only 2 of them, the answer is, I'm moving abroad again, spontaneously. To be honest, I was almost ready 1 month ago, and we, with my husband, were planning to move abroad again for the 2nd time in 1 year, but we got rejected. Our application for permanent residentship in Turkey was rejected for the 2nd time. We thought that, yeah, the time has come. It's time to move on. And we're moving abroad with these suitcases and these suitcases. And I get lots of comments and requests from my audience and my friends also, how I prepare myself for moving abroad, how I pack my suitcases, how I organize stuff. And the answer is, I make it digitally using the Notion app. And that's the super lifesaver of mine, because without it, I don't even imagine how I will be prepared for this amazing trips. Let me show you and let me explain my super powerful system of organizing and planning for trips, for moving abroad, for organizing your stuff in suitcases, and maybe you will take my idea and implement it in your life, maybe in different sphere. So these 2 ginormous suitcases are already packed for several months, I think, and I don't remember what's inside, but my system helps me to see what I packed already here. I haven't used them and I haven't opened them for 2 or 3 or maybe even 5 months while living in Turkey, because I have the outerwear, my shoes, some of my electronical stuff, and etc, etc, etc. Can say that in this scenario I feel myself like at home. I can put my stuff together while living in different apartments. We moved from one apartment to another 7 times in these 9 months, and that's kind of crazy. I never experienced things like this. And I decided to pack half of my stuff into these 2 suitcases and leave only 2 more, one large and one medium, which we will travel with, and we will open in a new apartment on Booking or Airbnb. And there will be only the stuff we will use definitely in our destination, like undergarments, like our beauty stuff, technical stuff, and gadgets and electronics, like maybe tripods or chargers and etc. Yeah, I think this system is kind of useful for me, and I'm working on it for years now, and I want to show you how I organize stuff for moving abroad and for preparing for my movements. That's kind of helped me. First things first, check your flight. That's really crucial. What company you want to fly with, how many kilograms you can take on board or to cargo. You want to fly in economy or business or first class ticket, where you want to sit. Is this ticket refundable or no? These things are really crucial in the first place. Then when you're ready and you already bought or booked your flight and you know exactly how many kilograms you have to take with you, the magic begins. Because here you need to open your laptop and open Notion app. You need to measure everything you have with you. I mean, literally everything. This will help you to pack your suitcases like a Tetris. Even if you're flying abroad, this is really important. Even if you're moving abroad like me, it's the time when you're taking your whole life and move it to another country. That's all stuff which you have. What do you need? How to prepare? And that's another topic, my friends. I have plans to film another video, and if you are interested in what I was taking with me moving out from Russia to Turkey and now from Turkey to a new country, leave me comments down below and I will film the video with my organizational system in my mind, which things I took with me, and there's not only like obvious things, but the fun ones too, because I am who I am. And if you want to see the second part of this, please leave your comments in the section below. But now we are going to make a super useful table of contents with our stuff checked online. You maybe know that different companies has their own dimensions for your luggage and the weight you can have with you. I'm flying with Turkish Airlines for the first time in this year, and now I bought this super simple portable electronic scale. They have a hook here, and I can measure my stuff with it, like package by package, and see what I have. But the problem is that the hook is kind of small to measure the whole luggage stuff like this. It will damage your handles of the suitcases. So my husband modified the scales and he made this thing to make it simple. And also we have this kind of stuff which you need to put here under your handle of the luggage. Make it like this and it's ready to be measured. Yeah. Kind of simple, kind of useful, and it really helps to prepare yourself for the airport. So let me show you how I organize it online in Notion. Notion is a super useful app and I am in love with it for 4 years now. I have the page called Stuff and Luggage. That's obvious because I'm packing luggage here. Don't mention that I have things in Russian and in English. I'm gonna mess it up, but I'm trying to make it as convenient as possible for me personally. But I will tell you what I have here. So the logic of this organizational system is that I don't have the massive scale to measure each of my suitcases every time. I'm playing like in Tetris with my stuff and luggage. So here you can see the section when I mentioned the crucial stuff, like how many kilograms do I have, how many kilograms can I have on board, and who is traveling, like me and my husband, 2 adults. Below that section you see the table of contents. This is the huge part of packing, and you see I have a color coding, I have check boxes here, I have tags, and that system really works, and I definitely recommend to download Notion and to create the same page. If you will be interested in my logic and my organizational system for packing and moving abroad, you will find the free Notion template of mine, which I created for you, and it is completely free. You can find it in the description box under this video. You can see the table consists of some columns. The first column is what stuff I want to put into my suitcases. The second column is a type. So you can see the clothes, shoes, accessories, kitchen, tech, beauty, luggage, and home like decor pieces or etc. Here the third column is weight in kilograms. So I'm measuring all my stuff with these handy mini scales and put the exactly weight of each stuff in my luggage here in the table, and it will help me to calculate all this stuff, but about it a bit later. Then we have the column where, and this property shows us where I will put this specific stuff in my luggage. I have my regular suitcase, I have my husband's regular suitcase, and this time we're having 2 extra suitcases. So extra luggage and super extra. Here I have a column with sizes, and this is specifically made for measuring my gigantic stuff like suitcases, like my travel cage for my dog. Also we have a checkbox, and I will put the check marks here if I already put the stuff into luggage. And also I have a comment section if I want to make a specific note. And this is the main structure of this page, of this database. It's really useful and how it really works in my experience. So what do? I'm calculating stuff by filtering them by category, and the category is where. So where I want to measure my stuff, where I want to put this. Is it a suitcase of mine? Is it a suitcase of my husband? Or is it extra luggage, and etc. You maybe agree that it's not super convenient every time to put stuff into your suitcase and then measure it on your regular scales, and it doesn't fit, and you're angry and lots of anxiety falls on you, and that's kind of scary. There's a solution which will help you to improve your packing skills here with me. So for instance, I'm packing my stuff, and I'm checking the weight of each package. I'm checking each space where I'm putting it and put the check marks like yes, that's truly packed. To calculate all this stuff, I'm going to filters. I already have ones, and I have filter by type. I will check, for instance, luggage Irene, and you will see that this database will show you only stuff in my suitcase because we filtered the information here. And if you will go down here, down to the table, you see the sum is 29.75 kilos. And that's kind of perfect because my limit is strictly 30 kilos. You may be confused by this table of contents, but it really works. Trust me, that's the second time when I'm flying with this system. That's kind of simple. So all you need to do is open Notion. So this template looks like this. It's a live dashboard, and you will find several pages here, but you need a luggage manager. When you go down to the luggage manager, you will see the same structure and the same database here I created for you, so you can change the things, add some stuff like, for instance, hats. It's completely ready for use, and if you're interested, you just need to click duplicate it and it will be duplicated to your system. Step number 3. When you will be packing your stuff in your suitcases, don't forget that the exactly size of your package doesn't equals the weight of it. So please measure everything you have before you put it in your luggage, and then play Tetris with your stuff because you never know how many kilograms that will be. And when I was packing for the first time in Moscow, I made a huge mistake because I am at the first time packed all my stuff that I think that will fit perfectly, and yes, that fit perfectly, but the weight was super high. It was overweight for 50%, I think, and that doesn't work for your flight because you have limits and you have to know that. Please check this thing either. So moving on to this step number 4, and that was kind of crucial to me this time, the second time I'm moving abroad, and the first time when I moved from Moscow to Turkey, I kind of forget about this stuff. If you don't like this, you can skip this point and go to the next one, but if you're interested in the lifesaver, I'm totally recommending you the vacuum bags. They are amazing, and before this packing experience for moving abroad for the second time, I never thought that they will be so useful. Each bag has a convenient zipper on the upper side, and also they have this little hole here with a lid. You can open it and suck the air from this vacuum bag with your vacuum cleaner. That's kind of easy, and if you don't have the vacuum cleaner, you can find this stuff for the vacuum bags online like on Amazon and etc. What I'm doing, I'm packing this stuff which will be categorized. For instance, in my large suitcases, I have winter stuff or autumn coats or my pajamas or something like that. So they will be categorized in one category per one bag. And then I will measure the whole vacuumed bag. Yes, that will be heavy, but it's okay. When you finish your measuring, you just take your bag and put into your suitcase and type this into your table, and I will definitely know what's inside each of vacuum bag Also, I put the weight of this bag like 2.5 kilos or 4.6 kilos and put the mark where I was putting this bag for my luggage or my husband's luggage or extra luggage or super extra. And you will always know what you have in your suitcases. That kind of works, really works. And as I said before, this half of the suitcase is already packed and I have only this one left, so I'm waiting for my vacuum cleaner to be stuffed like here, and I can put it here for some time, but I know the weight of it and I put it in right to my table of contents. So, and this side I'm measuring each one thing, so that's easy, and you don't need to firstly pack your stuff into the suitcase and then measure it and then open it again. So you can easily put it down in the table and calculate how much stuff do you have. And now I can make like a comparison between two of them and see how much stuff I have in here and in here, and like move things from one to another. And step number 5, I will recommend you to make the final measurements after you already packed all of your suitcases. And here you can make the same thing as I made with my husband. Just use your portable scales and measure your luggage, each suitcase, and check if it fits the limits or not to mess up in the airport. But also you can check the weight of your luggage right in the airport. They have scales, I think, and when you go to the registration check-in desk, they will measure your suitcases, and if there will be no problem, you will be so proud of yourself, because you know how many times I see people who have their over limits and they had to open their suitcases right in front of the desk, and they have to take off some stuff from the luggage. And to be honest, I'm not perfect and we all make mistakes. And you know what, when I was so nervous and when I moved out from Russia to Turkey to Antalya, I made the same mistake. I forgot to measure some stuff in my luggage and I thought that, oh, that will be perfect, that will fit and I will have no problem. But I had problem because right on the registration desk we had so many suitcases, like 4 suitcases, the cage with the dog, and we were so nervous. That was the middle of the night and we were super tired and we're waiting for our flight. And you know, the lady on the check-in desk said, oh, so sorry, but you have the overweight. I was looking so freaking stupid, believe me. Don't repeat my experience, and to be prepared, just measure your luggage at home, not to be confused in the airport. Believe me, that was kind of silly. So I hope my top 5 steps of packing and organizing your stuff in the suitcase were helpful for you. And if you want to continue this topic, please leave me your comments below in the section here and I will be happy to film the second part of it. And don't forget to download my free Notion template, which includes packing your luggage. That's kind of useful and I will be happy if you will use it. And I will be so happy and proud of myself if you will use my things and I inspired you. That's perfect. And at this minute, thank you so much for watching my video, and press like button if you like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And also don't forget to ring the bell to be the first one to see my next upcoming videos. See you in the next country. Bye.